okay? So now Joshua's on me. And we're in that side mount position. But now, instead of his knee being down, on the side that I face, his foot is on the mat. Coach said push his leg between his legs. Between my legs. It's not going to work. I mean, like, maybe I'm like, yeah, and I do that or something, but I think you can stop me, right? There's no way I'll uproot that foot with my little bitty hands, okay? Like, now that simple solution is gone, okay? Now we're dealing with someone who's a little bit of a tougher customer, okay? If he were to go to his knees at any point here, if he goes to that knee, it's an easy thing. He's not going to do that, okay? Not someone who's good, all right? Now I've got to deal with this problem, all right? And now we have to deal with some jiu-jitsu here, all right? I have two sets of, this is going to be base and posture from the side mount, okay? I can elect to try to go back to mount, but it can be hard. He can pinch his legs together. I can't go back to the ground. I'm stuck in this position. Strikes are obviously very dangerous. We'll start with jiu-jitsu though. The big dangers that I have here is I don't want him to come under my arm, okay? When he comes under my arm, you may not be able to do this move. Your teammate may not be able to do this move. But know that this move exists. Just go for the arm bar. Yeah. He can sit back and attack my arm, okay, and break my arm. So my first order of business is I tuck my elbow inside his body, right inside his leg like this. I make a fist typically, and I keep this to my chest. Now, if he leaves his leg in place, it's going to be very hard for him to get my arm, right? Very, very hard. Look, I know exactly what you want to do. We'll talk about that in a second. If he wants this arm, the only way he's ever going to get that arm, how would you ever get my arm? He opens the knee up. When the knee opens up, I'm going to turn into him. And it'll be as easy as that, okay? His base and his weight come off of me. So he's on me. He's got that foot in. My elbow, I'm pinching that in. I got it inside his leg. He can't dig this arm out without turning his knee down. If he decides to do that, as soon as it turns down, my hand's just going to open. I open into his leg. I'm going to push with my feet, and I'm going to turn into him. My hip is coming under his leg like this. Very simple movement, without a person, because the people confuse you. My feet are just going like this. I'm rotating into him. Not a big movement. Don't do and try to throw him, or you don't need any of that. All I want to do is glide my hips under his foot. And when his knee opens that way to grab my arm, it's a very easy thing for me to just slide my hips right under his foot. I'll do it with someone else so Joshua can see. Who wants to? Okay. He's on me. He has this. Hold this nice and tight. Yes, good, good, good. You see, as my elbow's in here, if you want to get to my arm, you have to open the leg, right? As the leg opens, I use my toes in the mat. I start to go under his foot. That's it. I just start, and then from here, you'll be very tempted to go onto people. Don't. Hands under his legs as you come up, okay? Don't worry about that last part, but all I want you to do is not try to go savage into him, okay? Don't build that habit. 1, 2, 3.